Hello, welcome to World Celebrant Week. My name is Veronica Robinson. I'm the editor of the Celebrant magazine, co-founder and co-tutor at Heart-Led Ceremony Celebrant Training. But most importantly, I'm a celebrant. I've been officiating ceremonies since 1995. I've officiated ceremonies internationally and across all rites of passage. These are my 5 top tips for choosing a celebrant training course. Choose a course that teaches you to be a celebrant. It should be one that inspires your creativity, empathy, imagination, and excellence in forging client relationships. Ask questions. For example, does the tutor or the tutors have a strong background in celebrancy, or are they perhaps coming from a background in business management or marketing, which of course are really important skills to have as a celebrant. But for your training course, the focus needs to be on how you can be the best celebrant possible. Choose a course with a similar ethos. Try not to make your decision based on the location of the course, if it's a residential one, or the cost of it, because an expensive course isn't a guarantee of the best course. It's really important that you aren't lured in by words like professional, institute, government diploma, or anything like that. Go with your gut, trust your intuition, and go for something that resonates with what is important to you. When you're looking for a celebrant training course, it's really important that you ask lots of questions. For example, ring up the tutor or tutors and ask them questions such as what their background is in celebrancy. Do they focus on quantity of ceremonies officiated, or do they aim for quality of ceremony? That's a really important distinction to make. Ask them if they award certificates to anybody who attends the course, or if it's based on aptitude. Again, another really big difference. And it's important in this industry, particularly because it's unregulated, that we have a high level of standard and quality in new celebrants coming out. Is there voice training by a qualified voice coach, and is it specific to celebrancy? Will there be ongoing support in that area as well? You could ask questions like, how are your scripts assessed? Will they be assessed in detail? Will you get support for script assessment once you're actually out as a professional celebrant? There might be times down the track where you've got a new type of ceremony, or there's something that feels a bit unfamiliar to you. So you want to know you have access to your tutor or tutors, whether that's for script assessment or the way you use your voice. Again, that long-term relationship is really important. Also find out what practical exercises or experiences you'll have with your training. For example, will you have the opportunity to shadow one of your tutors or somebody they've trained? Also, you could ask your tutor or tutors what experiences they have in creative writing, or what about their experiences in creating and choreographing rituals, not only traditional rituals like ring giving and hand tying, but modern ones or a brand new ritual. Another question that you could ask is, does your tutor have experience in a wide variety of settings? There's a huge difference between officiating indoors and outdoors, for example, between officiating in a crematorium and officiating in a woodland burial. There's a difference between officiating in a posh hotel or down by the river. You could also ask what written material is part of your training course. It's really important as a new celebrant that you can keep coming back to written work, so you can highlight, fold pages down, and feel like you've got a really important resource manual there. One of your questions to your tutor, potential tutor, is to ask about post-course support. A lot of training courses say they have that, but actually students are left fending for themselves and finding they don't really have that support. You want to know that you can call someone or email someone and that you will get a prompt reply, not 6 weeks later, but when you need it. My final tip is to think about the values of your potential tutor. You'll know what they are because they'll shine out through their website, through their social media, and this will give you a really good idea about whether this is the sort of person that you could work with, particularly having a long-term relationship with them. It's quite an isolated profession being a celebrant. Yes, we go out and meet people. We're working in crematoria, we go to wedding venues, and we network with other suppliers. But primarily, a lot of our work is done on our own. Knowing that you've got a tutor that you can contact to to have that support is really, really important. As a tutor with Heart-Led Ceremonies Celebrant training, I work to have a long-term relationship with the people I've trained. I wish you all the best in choosing a Celebrant training course that's just right for you. Thank you for listening.